my circle, you can't fit. Don't too many, be on some anti. I told her pull up, she asked me do I. Right now I'm fresh as hell, somebody take me there. Pretty, back to back to back. Gang, back to back to back. Feeling me, back to back to back. Back to back to back to back.
Yellow on leaves, ball like an all-white shirt, no sleeves. Tell her, put it like me, blowing a coffee, he's asleep. You weak, chic, the web look at the boots, fleet, headache. Gotta wait till she give me a headache, send me a text, I ain't reading no essay. Fall back here, get back. Fall back here, get back. Only like bad, but a thick. Yellow! Light! I had a dream, I had a vision, I had to work for this and you didn't. I had to bleed, still got the stitches. I learned to swim from all your burned bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth's still the truth. Nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your sword, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. You can't stop this. You can't stop. I had a dream, and now I live it. Ain't need a gift to know it's God-given. I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your breath. Stop speaking.
Were you trying to get crazy with this thing? Don't you know I'm loco? Yellow! I've been gone for a little too long. I've been waiting on a drummer to kick off a comeback song. I've been waiting and knowing like a dog on a chain. I can feel this fire been bubbling around, and when chicken wild, sure enough it's lively. Try to stop it, but I can't. It's calling my name. 'Cause I'm back in the saddle like some old cowboy who dug his way out of his grave. Pulled up his boots, put his one on his head, climbed up and took.
We played up, played up, played up, played up. We played up, played up, played up, played up. Hold up, y'all gotta
pop my taste. Hold up. Y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up. We mighty more Power Ranger. Hold up. Mine also dangerous. Hold up. Y'all talk outrageous. Hold up. Don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up. Got that touch of my savior. Hold up. Give it that touch of my hater. Lyrics can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't fear him no more. On the gram, don't feel it no more. You were driving a minute, but can't steer it no more. Riding away, but now you're chilling on shore. What's it used to being rich when your inside's poor? This, what you don't want to see more, you want to see more, but you only see sore. Life done slowed you down, your body is acting up, your mind is out of bounds, it's telling you pack it up. You shack about thoughts and memories that's adding up like overseas. You feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you ain't had a buck. You still feel paralyzed, the bucks and track. Friends is having kids, ain't adding up. What's the use of having a world with no love? What's the use of having a light with no plug? What's the use of ingredients with no sauce? What's the use of the physical with no source? We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. Hold up, y'all gotta pop my taste. Hold up, y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up, we mighty.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store. As it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys pulled off a massive upset over the 2 seed a week ago. Now trying to take it a step further here in the divisional round. On the other side, Chiefs head coach Andy Reid. His guys fresh coming off the bye, ready to prove they are the team to beat in the conference.
Harrison Butker to kick off
for a berth in the AFC Championship game. Off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
It wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the 1 touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
And 7 at the 28-yard line.
He'll get that complete to Franklin. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Nix. Got his man. It's Williams. And he will have the Broncos first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
A gain of 5. First down, Broncos.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I thought he did. Nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now it's Nix. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Will go down as a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Nix to the air. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. George Karlaftis with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On fourth down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Fielded at the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rest as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slam. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
First down. First and 10.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their job. In tandem, the back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And again, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the foot. By a few yards.
An 8-yard gain.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
First and 10.
Here's Nix. Can't get away, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. Throwing Nix. And open left side, it's Williams. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Broncos first down.
They'll try to right side with Harris. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Going down middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is third and a yard. No score after one on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a third down coming up. On the sneak, it's Nix. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught right side by Worthy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Attack!
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. The left side caught by Diggs. From the 38 now, here's second down and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the Broncos' 38-yard line.
57.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. A bad false start penalty there. Now second and 6. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And room there to work it inside the 25. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On third and short, going with a tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Headed straight. It's Pacheco. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To the right side and complete to Washington. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. To throw, it's Mahomes. Touchdown! From 30 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. 9 touchdowns for the rookie of the regular season, and he's got his first here in the playoffs.
And we know the guys on the other side of the field were hoping that he would be intimidated by playing in the postseason, but they can just let that go because he's as confident as they come. And I know that he believes that that's the first of many playoff touchdowns that he's going to have as his career progresses.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Burton. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Hey, Ripley, Ripley. Yellow, yellow. 15, 15.
Now here's Mahomes. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that earns them a fresh set of downs.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Infraction, defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way out of the other side of the field. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
To throw, here's Nix. He's got it to Williams. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Operating from the gun, Nix. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme.
and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Mahomes now to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. A handoff now for Pacheco. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he will have the Chiefs first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Mahomes going to throw. And Diggs has it. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Nick Benito. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
45-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 33 yards that time.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Edwards-Helaire will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown.
Another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Butker on for the PAT. And it's 21-3. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
An option handoff given to Harris. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage here on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fielded at about the 28. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. That's complete, left side to Worthy.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. That is caught. And he will have the Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And this play is going nowhere as he dives to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. They'll look to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Stephon Diggs. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Denver's offense ready to go again. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Sutton rolling it into the left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Broncos first down.
They'll go play action with Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
At the 50-yard line.
2nd down and 6 now.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's across midfield. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10.
Back to the air with Nix. They'll find Najee Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Here now, 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now it's Nix. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 8. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
On the give, this is Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. The Broncos on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Nix. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They're going. It's Nix. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 28-10. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run. It's Rashard Smith. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, here's Smith again. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
21-yard line.
They'll run with the former Bruin. This is Carson Steele. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Steele. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
Another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Kansas City.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night. And I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan. Then I ghosted out in a minivan. Mic in my hand like a waffle cone. Spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey lady.